Once upon a time, in a small village, sheltered amidst rolling hills and tall trees, we bring to you the story of a boy named Malik. His story is one filled with hardship, struggle, and an unyielding spirit that refused to be broken. Malik's life began with loss. He lost his mother 1 year after his birth, after she fell critically ill, leaving him to navigate the world without her warmth and guidance. Then, when he was just 5 years old, fate dealt him another cruel blow as he lost his father too. Left orphaned and vulnerable, Malik found himself at the mercy of his stepmother, his father's first wife. His stepmother has 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. She treated him with disdain, subjecting Malik to physical, emotional, and psychological abuse. While his step-siblings reveled in the comforts of life, Malik was relegated to the sidelines, deprived of even the most basic necessities like food and education. Life at home was a relentless cycle of chores and mistreatment. While his step-siblings whiled away the hours in leisure, Malik toiled away, his small frame bearing the weight of responsibilities far beyond his years. Yet, amid the darkness, there was a flicker of light. His stepsister, Layla, only a year his junior, was the only one who showed him kindness amidst the cruelty. Together with Layla and his dear friend Sogo, Malik found solace in the simple joys of life. But it was on the dusty streets of their village where Malik truly came alive. With a makeshift ball at their feet, Malik and Sogo would weave through the narrow alleys, their laughter echoing through the air. Malik had a gift, a talent that transcended the boundaries of his tumultuous life. Football. On the makeshift pitches of their village, he was a maestro, his feet moving with a grace that belied his circumstances. The villagers marveled at his skill, their cheers a symphony of hope amidst the despair. As Malik's footballing talents began to shine brighter, casting a spotlight on his potential, his stepmother's envy grew darker and more potent. The whispers of Malik's prowess on the football field echoed through the village, reaching even the furthest corners where envy lurked in the shadow. With each cheer that echoed through the streets, a seed of resentment took root in the heart of his stepmother. as well as his siblings, except for Layla, who was happy for him. His stepmother watched as Malik's star ascended, casting a shadow over her own children's modest achievements. Unable to bear the thought of Malik surpassing her own flesh and blood, she vowed to clip his wings before he could soar too high. At first, her actions were subtle, veiled behind excuses and justifications. She limited Malik's movements, citing chores and errands that kept him bound to the confines of their home. With each passing day, the walls of his prison grew higher, closing in on him like a suffocating embrace. But Malik's spirit refused to be contained. Like a flame flickering in the darkness, his resolve burned brighter with each obstacle thrown in his path. He yearned for the freedom of the open fields, where the wind whispered secrets of possibilities, and dreams danced on the horizon. Yet, his stepmother's cruelty knew no bounds. As Malik's determination threatened to outshine her own children, she tightened her grip, wielding starvation as a weapon of punishment. The sting of hunger affected Malik that he became so weak, a constant reminder of the injustice that shackled him to his fate. Layla was often there for him, sneaking in to give him a share of her own food when her mother was away. But even in the depths of despair, Malik found solace in the echoes of his dreams. With each passing day, his hunger grew not for food, but for the taste of freedom that lay just beyond his reach. He plotted and schemed, weaving threads of hope amidst the darkness that threatened to consume him. One particular day, when his stepmother was out visiting friends, with the help of Layla, Malik left the house and together with Sogo went to play football at the village square. But unfortunately, he was seen by his step-sibling Bono, who reported to his mother when she got back. But that moment of freedom came at a cost. For each moment of defiance, Malik paid the price in full. His stepmother's wrath descended upon him like a storm, casting him into the depths of despair. Yet, even as hunger bites at his bones, Malik clung to the flickering flame of hope that burned within him. In the darkness of the night, Malik found sanctuary in the embrace of the stars, each twinkle a promise of brighter days ahead. With each passing night, his resolve grew stronger, fueled by the whispers of a destiny that beckoned him forward. For a couple of years later, Malik was largely absent from the football fields, due to his stepmother's strict monitoring and threats. And so, amidst this adversity, Malik's desire to be back on the fields was unrelentless. For even in the face of cruelty and despair, he dared to believe that one day he would emerge from the shadows and claim his place in playing the game that gave him so much peace and freedom. A few months down the line, Sogo had spoken to Leila and told her that there is an advertisement of a talent hunt to take place at the community field being organized by a football academy in Europe to search for raw talents, and had asked to pass the information to Malik. Leila informed Malik and encouraged him to prepare for the set date. As the day grew by, anxiety filled Malik's heart as he was unsure if he would have the opportunity. But he was not deterred. On game day, he left home early and met with Sogo, with whom they both left for the venue. It was a massive day, with several foreign faces present to scout raw talents to take abroad. This is a good opportunity for me, Malik said to himself. But as fate would have it, Malik's talent would become his salvation. A scout, drawn by his whispers of his prowess, had his eyes on him during the game and was impressed by Malik's raw talent. He saw in him the potential for greatness. The scouts called him aside after the game and forwarded his name for football trials abroad. The opportunity of a lifetime lay before Malik, a chance to escape the shadows that had haunted him for so long. News of his success had reached the ears of his stepmother. Consumed by jealousy and spite, she vowed to thwart his dreams at every turn. She saw in Malik's success a threat to her own children, a reminder of their inadequacies in the face of his brilliance. Yet, fate works in mysterious ways, often weaving threads of hope where there seems to be none. Malik's coach, aware of the turmoil that raged within the walls of his home, sought the help of the village head. Together, they rallied behind Malik, their determination a beacon of light in his darkest hour. With their support, the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable began to crumble. The scouts, undeterred by the stepmother's plans, made necessary arrangements for Malik's journey abroad. And so, against all odds, Malik embarked on a new chapter of his life, his heart brimming with hope and possibility. As he bid farewell to the familiar streets of his village, Malik carried with him the memories of a boy who refused to be defined by his circumstances. For in the crucible of adversity, he had discovered the true measure of his strength, not in the absence of struggle, but in the resilience of his spirit. While abroad, he kept in touch with his friend Sugo and his lovely sister Layla, and vowed to invite them abroad when he is well settled. The shock of Malik's success and departure left his stepmother so ill that she was confined to a wheelchair due to a stroke caused by severe high blood pressure. Her other two children were nowhere to be found, having run away from home due to her illness. Layla was her sole caretaker, and Malik was able to send money from his first earnings as a footballer for her treatment. And though his journey had just begun, Malik knew that no matter where life took him, he would always carry within him the indomitable spirit of a boy who dared to dream against all odds. This is the end of the story. If you've enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe. The lessons learned from this story is that resilience in the face of adversity is key to overcoming challenges. It emphasizes the importance of believing in oneself and pursuing one's own dreams, despite the obstacles that may arise. The treatment of Malik by his stepmother underscores the destructive impact of envy and resentment. It serves as a pregnant reminder of the harm that can be inflicted when individuals allow jealousy to dictate their actions, particularly towards vulnerable members of the family or community. Additionally, it highlights the importance of empathy and compassion in familial relationships, emphasizing the need for understanding and support rather than cruelty and oppression.